Hello, folks, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We are here in Wacky World under our expert parks. We only have 4 left, including today, and we are looking at European Extravaganza. You've been brought to take over a European cultural visitor attraction and must increase the number of guests in order to pay back the EU's subsidy at the end of the current European Parliament term. That's a lot. All right. The basics. We need to get 2,000 guests in our park at the end of October, year 4, with the park rating at least 600. Let's jump in and see what we got. All right, I'm going to immediately pause because we got stuff. We have all of these. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a flag of something, but I don't know what it is. I apologize. Let's see. It looks like we have different... Oh, what's going on with the... Can we buy that land or no? Is it... Okay. So we have weird little funky lands. Like, we don't own the spots in between. But we have this little area, which looks like it's kind of Russian themed. We have our Greek-Roman area. That's Netherlands. I think that's either Germany or Belgium. There's a museum in Munich or Brussels, I forget which one, that has something that looks like that. That's really far back. We have a little car area. I'm assuming this is the UK because you can see the little lorry, or not lorries, those are trucks. I can see the little Mini Coopers, and then we have this one, which is Paris, which is what TGV train twister, and we have TGV trains. Okay, cool. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to nuke this top half of the park for now. All of this is going to get closed. We'll move everything down, and we'll settle over here probably first because we have a coaster to build off of, and then we'll build out. Before we do any of that, let's take a look and see what we actually have. The miniature railroad with, I guess this is more like the tram, so it's miniature railroad, but it has double-decker buses. It's kind of cool. I like it. Wow, it's good selection there. Another good selection here. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I really hate all this like specialty themed ones, but whatever. It's okay. I say that now, but it does annoy me to a great deal for all of that because it's reskinning rides and passing them off as new, and that bothers me. Great selection of thrill rides. We're just missing basically the launch tower, and we'd be good. Nothing water rides, and a killer selection there. All right, so let's take a look here. We're gonna get rid of that. We'll keep all of those. I think that's all I want to have, and I'm gonna keep it at normal funding because we have enough rides to let us go for a while here. Taking a look beyond that, what is this thing over here? What is that? What ride is that? Why would you get on a monorail just to go 10 feet? I don't understand this game sometimes. All right. So that's all easy. Not a big deal. Are we charging per ride or are we charging for a gate entry? Gate entry. Okay. What is the gate currently called? $9. Get out of town. This needs to be like a $27 park all day long at a minimum. And that's even before we kill. Oh, should I say after we kill all this stuff? Look, there's a whole European Union flag icon right there. That's ridiculous. Come on, guys. Like, that's lazy. Like, super lazy. Especially now that times have shifted and UK is no longer part of the EU, and it just seems even more lazy than what it did before. All right, I'm going to start shutting down all these areas. Is there... Yeah, there's paths going all over the place. Okay, so that one's going to go there. We'll shut that one down. And then that one is going to exist right there. Shut that down. That whole area is shut down. I already shut down that spot. And then we need to finalize this area here and shut that down. All right, all that's shut down, which means we'll be able to close this out. I'm not going to do anything with it quite yet, mainly because I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with the rest of this. So I am going to close this immediately because it's dumb and I hate it. And we're just going to slowly roll that on back. All right, that's all well and good. I'm going to choose all of that, and we'll get rid of all of that stuff. Get rid of all that stuff. Cool beans. Get rid of this whole area here because it's stupid and I don't like it. We'll get rid of this area because I don't know what the things mean. All right, we're going to start building our park out a little bit more seriously here. All right, so we're going to do this one with those. Sounds good. We're going to have this come straight up through. We'll have the 2 layers there. This needs to get closed and construction on it. I'll just move it over to there. That's fine. Needs to cost a whole bunch more than $1 though. This bathroom's also going to move up here. No cost for that. Umbrellas, or goodness gracious, balloons are going to move. This one's going to get sold. Then this bad boy is going to get moved and put down there. All right, that's going to be more like, or not. No, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Fine with that. There we go. All right. Now we have plenty of time. We're going to have plenty of money to do this. I'm not super worried about this one, quite honestly. Maybe I should be. Maybe I'm getting cocky, but I don't feel like this one's going to be as big of a challenge as some of the others potentially are. So let's take a look here. That's going to be where that all comes out. Okay, so we'll build the double-decker stuff there. Just going to slowly knock some of this back. And I'm not building this out right now. I'm just trying to get it set so that we can do more fun things down the road here. This one is the one that I want to get set, this side here. So that's just going to come straight across. And then we'll knock down all of that. Boop, 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 boop. What's there? I hate fences in this game so much. Oh my god, look at it. It's terrible. Alright, so we'll get all of this. This bad boy can come up there like so. We'll get that in there like so. And then we'll wipe out large portions of all of this stuff that we do not need in any way, shape, or form. And I know that I don't care if it's in the spirit of the game or not. I just, this is nonsensical. All of this is nonsensical. I hate so much of this park right now and how it just has random stuff all over the place for no apparent reason. So we're going to get rid of a whole bunch of the randomness that we have there. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that, and then we can hopefully reach it. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And somehow I still put in stuff wrong. That's okay. All right, let's get the park established here. So when you come into the park, you can greet it by a little music, little ride right out of the gate here. We're benevolent park builders. We want our peeps to have a good time. And who doesn't love having just the sweet, sweet sounds of a classic carousel the second you enter a park? I know I do. It's one of my favorite parts of amusement parks, going in and hearing like all the sounds and sights of everything. I love it. So we're going to make sure our guests can experience the same amount of love that we have there. Let's see. We need more food up front here, so we'll just throw that on. It'll be like $5. Heck yeah. Get rid of this and that. Okay, just trying to simplify. And I'm not doing this to be annoying. I'm doing it because it's going to allow us to do better things down the road. I do dislike strongly that I don't have water park options in this one. That bothers me more than it probably should. And I love that we have 3 different scrambler types, because, you know, that's what you need in the amusement park, is all the scrambles all the time. All right, so we got that, cool. Built out a couple of small little things just to make sure we have things established there. Boom, 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 boom. We have a spiral slide, don't we? We do. Yeah, look at that. We can just put that in right there. And it's like we meant to do it. It's beautiful. Love it when a plan comes together. All right, they can go on. There we go. Bam, bam. Open that one up, and then we're going to throw in some of the more basic things that we need to have, like cash machines and all that. All right. Happy with all that. Let's go in here and remove. I know I could remove these more easily, but I do want to take some care and make sure I pay proper respects to some of the parts here. All right, so got that. Can I fit in mouse towers? Because if I could fit in mouse towers here, I'd be a happy boy. It will fit in. I just need to adjust land heights. Let's do it. Why the heck not? All right, that is lovely. I'm very happy with that. And then I love this tool. I can go just in here and smooth all that out. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll lock that stuff out. Cool. And then mouse towers. You shall be mine. Because I love mouse towers. I don't think anybody quite understands the level of love I have for this ride. It is just, I think it is, other than wood chip, I think it is legitimately the best pre-built coaster in the game by a long shot. There are, I think, 3 pre-built coasters that I build on a routine basis, and I love all 3 of them. The first one that I have there is Mouse Towers. Wood chip is a wooden coaster is my second one. And my third one is the Virginia Reel Texas Tubs, I think is what it's called. I love all 3 of those rides far more than I should, but I think they're great. I really, really like them a lot, and I think they do a really cool job in all of the parks that they're part of. All right, so that's going to get moved. Bam. Let's go ahead and charge some more money for that. Put in some drinkage. That thing's moving. It's not really that big of, it's 3 trains, so we get 12 people on it. So it launches, goes up top hat, does some crazy stuff, and then comes back into the station. But it only has the there's powered launch block section. There's 2 blocks. Okay, so I could, in theory, add another block over here, and maybe like an unload station, and that would work. I don't think it's necessary, but I could, and we theoretically double capacity. Right now, the capacity is only 500 people an hour. It's not very good, but it's also not the worst. It's just not the best either. All right, so we're going to start closing down a lot of these rides here real soon. This area is open still, but you can kind of see that the peeps are quickly finding out that, see, that's the Belgian flag? Okay, so, okay, that's in Belgium then. Okay, with the UK flag. I assume that other flag was Russian or Bulgaria or something. I don't know. And then it's just the French area. Okay. Interesting selection. There's an Italian flag there. Are there any others? Let's see any others. Okay. All that's well and good. This area is kind of dumb, but it's all right. Not the worst. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So put that back over there. We'll throw that there, throw that there. Can never decide on colors that I like for this, but I do like Space Raiders. I do want all of that to take place. Bam. Let's go with green. And can I do like a darker green? Sure, I don't really care. General ride wise, let's throw a haunted house over here. Why not? It's very French, right? Not at all, but it's okay. I'll just move that exit up a bit there. There we go. And as always in Roller Coaster Tycoon, you're looking to give the peeps all of the things they could ever possibly want. You want them to be able to hit up the kind of general rides, thrill rides, and coasters all in the same area. And then because of that, they tend to want to go on more and more stuff. I don't know if that actually ever proves out. but it's a good story, and we're going to go with it. So taking a look around here, there's not a whole bunch left. So we're going to do construction on that, and we're just going to remove the entirety of this ride because we don't need it. Fantastic. I'm just going to do 2 and 4 to remove all of the things. And I'm going to click on a whole bunch of people. And they're all going to get moved over here. Bam, 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 bam. All right, they are all out of the way. We can close and demolish this. Missed one of you. So you're going to move. Let's just throw you over here for now. All right. And all I want to do is wipe that out. All right. I'm just going to wipe all that out. You don't need to be over there. This is a closed area of the park. We're going to just ignore its presence. We'll get all of this roofing stuff, although it does look very nice. I will give full credit to the designers on that one. It looks nice. It just is dumb. All right, this area still has people in it. This area still shockingly has people in it somehow. We are slowly but surely making progress on there. That last area allowed us to get a whole bunch of people in it. So let's go in here. We only need to get 2,000 people. Yeah, okay. It's not like a super crazy goal at all. What rides have we gotten? Is that the only one that we've gotten? Spin Wild Mouse. Got a couple of people who are lost. You can just get plopped over there. You, I'm going to plop over here, and you, I'm just going to plop over there. There we go. All right, we can open up this coaster now. I want to close off this area right now. We'll reopen something like it sooner, or soon-ish, but right now, it's not happening. Wipe out all of this area just cuz. Cool. And then we will wipe out paths and all that fun stuff. Come on, throw up, boy. Get out of here. The only thing I'm really noticing right now is we don't have a lot of big coaster options. They did not really present us with a lot of big coasters. So we have the limb coaster, cool, but everything else is pretty small, and I hate building suspended coasters. I suck at them. I don't like them. I think I'm going to throw one of these guys over here, and I just want to figure out where I exactly want that to be. So I think I'm going to have a path set up to kind of come up here, go into that, and then come over and do that. Okay. Cool. And maybe I build a little family style coaster in there. Maybe I'll put it up to maximum just for funsies because I get impatient. All right, we got a coaster coming our way. Let's take a look at what else we can do here. I need a bigger coaster. It's really what I need. All right, but we're going to put in one of these guys here for now. Got log cars, cool. And I'm just gonna, you know me, I love my dipsy doos, so we're gonna dipsy do it up. So there's no on-ride photo. Boo hiss. This is about to be like the best kids coaster ever, man. Go there, cool. Nope, no little bumpy action. I was gonna try to have a little bump there, but nope. So block break that, block break. All right, that looks fine. We're good with that. I'm gonna call it French Lumberjack. I should have called it the Ardennes because that's the super famous forest in France, but I don't know how to spell that. So French Lumberjack it is. We'll increase the lift speed, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see what it does. I could put another block break there if I wanted to. It's one of the things I love about the 12 cars is you can have it there and it basically, you can make it turn and basically have another block break there and it works. All right, I also need to really, I'm going to just fire all the ones that have a defined area that they need to go to. Because I don't want them mowing the grass. I don't care about mowing the grass at all. Like, it's not an important part of my day. Like, you have much more important things to do than mow grass. Let's clean up that throw up. You're going to go away. You're going to go away. You're going to go away. Even though you're not mowing grass, you're going away. And this one here. Cool. All right. Got all that. This guy is going to go away. This guy is going away. And this one, you're going away. You. Where's your area at? Okay, I don't care if you stay there. That's fine. All right. So this area is going to get closed out here in a sec. This one here looks like it's about donesy. So let's go ahead and just quickly move all of the peoples. Oh, we even have an entertainer. Great. Just what I wanted. That guy needs to desperately go to the bathroom. So put you near at the bathroom. Boom, boom, boom. And you. And we have a problem over here that we need to address as well. So we're just going to shut that area down so they can't go through it. Let's take a look here. Got that. You, my friend, you're very happy, but look at your bladder. It's ready to blow up. Let's put you all the way out here where there's something useful for you. All right, so that can closed and demolished. Boom, closed and demolished. Boom. You, my friend, I know you need to go to the bathroom. Go to a place where bathrooms exist. It's a really easy solution to that problem. All right. So we have all of that. I believe that means we can now wipe that. You can go over there. All right, then I can go in here and click on just paths and wipe out all of the paths for all of the things. We don't need no roads where we're going. Get all of that wiped out. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. And then we'll get rid of all this stuff here. All right, that's all well and good. We did a good job there. We have just the one other section to close out, and then we've done our job. I'm going to leave that section continue to exist, but not for too much longer. And I think we need to start shutting down even more, but that's down the road here. What is going on here? Why are you guys being such... Oh. There we go. Hyper Twister. Yes! That's what we're looking for, baby. A ride with real capacity that we can actually do something with. That's what I... Ooh. Sorry, my dudes. Did not realize that you had no escape path there. I'm sorry. Yep, go. Keep going. There you go. All right, now I could add that right off the gate here, have a station, have it do some stuff. I don't know where I'm going to go with that, but I know we have a ride that is capacity-based that will do good things for us. I'm also very happy with where the park's at overall right now. We have some people who say it's crowded. I can't find main circus tent. Yeah, well, it's because it's going to be closed here. Going to shut all of this stuff down. Like, what is it? Why? Why does that exist? That's so dumb. We're going to hope that these guys don't get lost. Maybe we'll help them out here. Hey guys, just go over there. Over there. Over there. Cool. These guys are all emptying out. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to have happen. We need to empty out this area so that we can maybe do something with it. I think this area here is where that hyper twister or whatever it is going to exist. We'll have to do a little bit more work to figure that out for sure. But we have about $5,000 to work with, which is nice. And I'm slowly but surely just trying to shut all of this down because it's just unnecessary. There's no reason for this park to be sprawling the way it is. I get what they were trying to do and make these like distinct country areas, but I don't dig it. It's just not my style. It's not how I like to play the game, so I'm not going to play that way. And that's just something we're going to have to deal with. I'll wipe out all this stuff. I don't care about the flags looking like the trees or the flowers, I guess they are. That was cool. Really cool idea. Just, again, not for me. Don't clear out this whole area. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Just can't find information in kiosk 6. Okay, I don't care. You guys all need to skedaddle and move somewhere more productive for your lives. Did I miss? Where is this info kiosk at? Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. I know I'm spending more time deconstructing this part than making stuff right now, but that's by design. We will get there. I just need to clear out some of this mess first. Because this park is far too large for what it is to deal with the mess that we have for it right now. Alright, let me help these fine folks who, through no fault of their own, are lost or trying to leave the park. Alright, that fry shop's just going to get shoved down just a little bit. And it's far too cheap. And I'll be happy to charge more. Same with drinks. Throw an info kiosk over there. We got a bathroom over here. And what is that, a first aid center? Heck yeah. We can do all the things. Even the hat stall can get moved over here, no problem. We just need to make sure we charge far more money for that. All right, let me just grab all of these peeps and shove them back towards this area of the park. We got all of that. Fantastic. Great, great, great. All right, I'm happy with all that. Let's take a look here and see now what we have. So this park is going to continue farther back. How far? I'm not really sure yet. But that all looks fine and dandy. We got the Hyper Twister. We got a motion simulator coming away. Heck yes. All right, now we can start adding in some rides that are not the best, but they do a job, I guess. Get the motion simulator, which is always a crowd favorite. Get that going. General ride wise, let's throw a maze on there. And with the placement of that, I am purposely blocking off one of the big areas here. And I'm okay with that. Like this area back here, it's a lot of work to get out there. If we wanted to rebuild this, we'd have to build this path out, down, back, and around, and then have a connector over there maybe. But I'm okay with that. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, even though that's a lot of nice flat ground. This area here is what I'm really interested in. So I think, because we have areas farther back there, what I think I want to do is build that Hyper Twister in this area. Somehow get that in there and be good and safe with it, and then we can figure out next steps past that. I really hate fences. Have I said that I really hate fences in this game? I really hate fences in this game. All right, so let's go ahead and just build a nice... This is, I think, the second park in a row where we've had to build a nice, simple little Hyper Twister. Oh no, this is different. That is a different ride entirely. All right, we need to take a look and see what the stats or what we have available to us here, because this is a very different coaster. trains do we have? Just those. Okay. These are fine. They just require a lot of space for a good station. Do I just continue? Let's just do that. We'll just have it continue out back. What does it matter? Nope, don't want to do that. Oh, we can spend lots of money real fast on this. All right, so I need to delete some of this. I'm gonna pause the game. We're going to go in and just do an advertising campaign for the park, I guess. See, we're $3,000, so let's make it as much as we can afford. I'm actually going to delete some of this until we can afford that. Fantastic. And we should see our guest numbers starting to go up. We honestly haven't brought that many people into the park since we started. So it's time to start getting some guests into this park. We've removed a lot and we've added a lot, but it'd be nice to get some more guests into the park here. Stand-up coaster. Okay. So I'm just going to basically have this drop, circle back, and basically retrace the steps and then come back in here. It's not going to be anything crazy. Come on, give me my monies. And we're already up to, we added already over 100 people, which is fantastic. I think we can start just going normal funding on that and start taking a chill pill a bit. So we'll do that. Just want to see what speed it comes through there at. Oh no, that's totally doable. Right, speed this back up again. And that should still leave us a nice opening if we want to have the path eventually go back here. There's more than enough opening for that. That's kind of what I wanted to do there. Okay. And in theory, this can continue up and get over there and then over. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm giving pathway options to all the things that I might want to do down the road. Not that we really are super concerned about down the road. We're halfway to our goal. We're just about done year one, but we're already halfway through our goal. We are making money. It's not a ton of money, but we're making money. And we are out of our advertising there. So I may want to slow down the game here a bit. Let's just cycle back and just do advertising for what doesn't have a lot of line. Everything has lots of line. All right, let's just do it for sure. Come on, give me money. If I need to, I'll wipe out this whole area. I don't really care. Block breaks. Give me the monies. So this is kind of purposeful. I'm going to put regular brakes there, and I'm put another set of block brakes. I know there's not enough separation there, but it should hopefully allow for a little bit more runoff for some of that stuff. And what I mean by that is that as a train enters this one and starts clearing it, it's still not clear at this block, but out here, the train on the lift hill could still run if it needed to. And that's kind of my goal with that one. Launch free fall? Heck yeah. What else do we... Is that the last of the thrill rides? Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, we'll get those things going. And we're almost home free with this ride. Just a little bit more time. We're at 1,100 guests now. And I might just have this go down and run straight into the brakes without any more fanfare. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best call for us. All right, so entrance can be all the way back there, quite honestly. The exit could be over here. Cool. Let's slow this game down. 2 trains, 5 cars. Okay, and each one fits 6, so that's 60 people. Heck yeah. Let's go ahead and test it and see what it does. Hold on. 2 trains. Only 2 trains. That's the one danger with setting multiple blocks real close like this one. You can never clear them because one train is covering 2 block sections. You just gotta know what's going on with that, and it'll be all right. I'm gonna build it back here, and it's gonna come bloop. It's not going particularly quick through any of this, and that's totally fine. Ooh, I like that airtime hill quite a bit. And it rips through the second half of this run. Holy goodness. Comes into brakes at 40 something, 50 miles an hour almost. Heck yeah. I don't know what do we call this. All right, we'll call it Dominator. I don't know why. I saw an ad for King's Dominion today, and that's where it's gonna exist at in my brain. Is that I saw an ad, so we're gonna do that. And we're almost home free. We have like under $100 to spend to get this ride up and running. Got bumper cars? Heck yeah, that's gonna work in the back of this area real well. All right, so we have Dominator. It's set up. It's a, how long is this ride? 80 seconds, so 35 is going to be that. 30 will be that. We'll do that. We'll open it up. Oh, it would have been so nice to be able to fit that there, but it's not going to work. Bummer. All right. Well, let's see. They're coming in over here. Don't love that they can walk through wherever they want with all this. We'll get the money for that real soon. Maybe. All right, let's actually, let me slow your game down here. Let's go ahead and address this issue in the park, because there's lots of pathing that just does not need to exist at all in this particular area of the park. Close that down. All right. Close that down. All right. Close that one down. Cool. That hopefully will clear that out, and then we can build a whole bunch of lines and other things that need to be there. Cool. We got that. Awesome. That's going to get built once we have some cash. Here's Sputnik. Not anymore. There we go. All right. Our park rating is killing it. Look at this. Yeah, baby. Look at this ride doing its thing. What's the line like on this? 9 minutes. Okay, so we do have an entertainer. I'm going to fire both of them because I don't want to deal with where they're supposed to be. We'll hire a new one. Let's do a tiger. And you're going to exist in there. There we go. My goodness. What is this? What in God's name is that? Oh, I'm so disappointed. They have Sputnik cars. What is going on with the world? Oh my gosh. I love, if you don't understand my deep love of Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's okay. But I just, this game resonates with me on a deep, deep, deep level. And stuff like this is repulsive to me. Like, what sick money grab for... Right now, this is the only scenario that we've seen any of the European theming stuff. So they put a whole bunch of work into making all these graphics for this one scenario that is nonsensical in every way, shape, and form. It just grinds my gears in all of the bad ways. It makes me so annoyed. Because this game is great in all ways. This game is just the best. And they make it dumb in so many ways. Yeah, I'm wiping out big swaths of all this stuff. Apparently the mechanics don't care. They just jump around wherever the heck they want. But my goodness. I'm going to eliminate a whole bunch of stuff because I want to do some advertising here and I need the monies to do it. And this area here of just disaster paths is going to provide me all the cash I need for that part of our next conquest here. See, this is one of the things that annoys me. Like, there are games that are challenging and good challenging. Like, I'm thinking of Mindustry. If you've watched any of my recent videos over the past probably 2 months, I've been playing one level in that game for like 2 months. But it's been a fun grind. It's been consistent. It's been just everything I could have wanted out of a video game. Like, it's great in all respects. This is dumb. Beyond dumb in all respects. Now I need to go in and rebuild paths here so that people can get to where they want to be. I just hate myself for it because I hate this. I hate the setup so much. All right, so next step here. We're going to advertise for a ride. I don't even remember what we called this thing. Dominator, cool. How much money do we have? 3,200. All right, well, we can do lots of advertising for that. This is a really rainy park, by the way. We've continued to slowly add to our ride selection as far as coasters go, but we haven't really had to build much of that. I think I'm probably going to build one of these. The compact inverted coasters. We'll build like a boomerang style coaster. Maybe over here. And let's see, what do we not have? We don't have that. Don't have that. That's about it. Crap. All right, so let's take a look and see what we got here. So this cookie thing is going to get moved. We'll just throw that right there. They're not expensive enough. So we'll do that. That there. And you're going to go away. Okay. How long is the line for this bad boy? Where's it at? 9 minutes. That's not good enough. Do we have an astronaut? I know there's an astronaut one. Astronaut costume. There we go. I know it should be a cosmonaut, but America is going to America. So we're going to deal with what we have there. In a perfect world, I'd get rid of this and move it down and move it to a different spot. But it's not a perfect world. Far from it. So we will leave it be and we'll get all of that in place. Fantastic. We have 1,200 guests. We're in July of year 2, so we're not even halfway through. We got plenty of time. We don't have a lot of money, but that's okay. We've earned enough to actually repay stuff. And I need to see what people are actually coming into this park with. So we're going to watch the gates here and just see generally how much money they come in with. 60 bucks. What do you got? $60. What do you got? $50. What do you got? $40. Okay. 40 I don't think we're going to drop below, but we're going to charge 36. And in theory, I should charge the full 40 and just go with it, but I have a heart. A little bit of one anyway. All right, so with those additions, now what I can do is start populating some of this other stuff. So we need restrooms, for sure. Way too much of this park does not have the things it needs to survive properly. Hot chocolate and pizza, baby. It's a winning combo, I'm telling you. Especially here in the month of May. Of course, that's what we need. $3, yeah. $4. What does a drink cost us here? I want to be oh god. What's this other one? Drink area? Oh, we don't have another drink area. Interesting. Okay. You need to close and move. Throw that over there. Nope, we need drinks. Drinks. Our cash machine is getting fantastic use. 558 customers. Basically over a third of our park has, for lack of a better term, Tap Mac. That's going to out me for where I'm originally from, but you get the idea. And we got all of that. All right. We're at 1,300 guests for August of October, or August of year 2. Quickly coming up on October, that's fine. Look at this beautifulness. See? Out of the station. That one's clear. That's what you love to see. I love clean operations. It just makes me so happy. And I think Roller Coaster Tycoon, and my general mindset, but more, Roller Coaster Tycoon has programmed me to desire perfect operations out of amusement parks. And more often than not, I am deeply, sadly let down. But that's okay. It's a me problem. It's not a actual problem. It's a me problem. All right, we got some more cash coming our way. Bam, throw that in there. What color are other balloons? They're all blue. We're gonna keep them red because Sputnik and Russian red. Yeah, man, we'll do that all day long. Throw another cash machine out there because I want to see if anybody actually uses it. I'll throw another cash machine back here just for funsies. And boo, that one's getting used already. Look at that. 12 people have used it. How about this one? Okay. We got a corkscrew coaster. Fantastic. Alright, I think our goal right now is just to repay some debt. I want to give ourselves a little bit more breathing room than what we had previously. So we're going to just kind of, although let's do, I forgot we had this bad boy. So we can put that in place. 0 up to 100. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I never remember the numbers I need. So it's going to be called Launch Zone because that's what I call all of them. And it's, I think it's 48 or 49. Let's test it. Pause. Just make sure it's not crashing. Oh, it's going to crash. Yep, see? So we'll drop it down to 47. Test it again. Click back on car 1. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. We'll wait for a full load. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastic. Got that one in place. We don't have this yet, so we can put one of these bad boys. Sure, let's bury it back here. I am so bad at playing this game for funsies. Like, I just want to have fun, and yeah, sometimes I make really bad decisions with my parks, and that's okay. I love making bad decisions. We got all that. We'll open that bad boy up. Wait for full load. All that. Nope. I already did all the things I was supposed to do there. Like I need to build one of these, the Farberja egg ride, which looks more like a. I don't know. It looks like it doesn't belong where it's at here, and that's okay. I actually kind of dig it. Fabergé egg or Farberja eggs? I think it's Fabergé. Look at this area's dead, man. There's no. Oh God! I have this whole coaster. I never opened it. All right, so it's 1 minute and 13 seconds. So 72, for lack of a better term, 73 seconds. Divided by 2 is what? 36. So maximum wait time is going to be 30. Minimum wait time is going to minimum wait time for French lumberjack is going to be like 27. We don't have enough money to open said ride, or at least to build the line for said ride. That's okay. We got that now. There we go. See? Not a problem. Oh, look at that. That line filled up quickly. We're actually not adding guests as quickly as I thought we would. But I suppose that's okay. Right now, we paid back $5,000 of a loan. We added on several rides. And I think we're doing the work that we need to do here. This one, let's take a look. It's still 9 minutes. Anybody complaining about it? Nope. And let's see what kind of money it's making. Yeah, it's made us $1,400. Heck yeah. All right, and we are doing a great job of paying back our loan here. We're at 1,500 people. We'll do a quick advertising campaign for French lumberjack. Once we get $1,200, which we were at for just a hot second there, but our cost ate into that. And we'll just keep advertising. We only have another 500 to go. We're in October year 2, so we're roughly halfway through our time, or just about halfway through our time. We're doing great. I'm really happy with where we're at right now. I'd like to get back to the $10,000 loan mark, and then once we do that, we can start building some more coasters and stuff. Taking a look at our other things here. Oh, we got a Ferris wheel? Heck yeah. You know where that's going to go? French section. Why? Because I think it was invented by a French person. I don't really know. I'm going to put it over here, I think. It could fit perfectly in that spot, so that's where it's going to exist. See, look at that. It's gorgeous. The end right there. Put that right there. I'm going to slow down the game. Oh my. I just need to paint this because it's awful. The colors are terrible right now. I should really quit with the red theme here. Alright, so that's going to be white. We'll go with a nice bright blue. And we'll do a pop of yellow there. Sure, whatever. That pop of yellow is going to be what identifies that. We'll open that up. I'll throw you in place. And we'll do that. And then we're going to get a boomerang coaster over here in just a second. The only thing that's annoying, well, there's lots of annoying parts about this park. But like, there's no way for me to connect these multiple lands together, which is slightly annoying. I have not been to Epic Universe yet, the Universal Park in Florida, which kind of follows with the Disney hub and spoke model. But the Disney one allows you to walk through different areas. I do not know if Epic Universe allows you to go from one area to the next, or you have to go back to that central kind of area. I actually don't know the answer to that. So I'll need to look up some stuff with that. But let's go through here. Let's just do Deja Vu. Because we learned last time, this bear circle sucks. It crashed, which I'm still not happy about. This bad boy, for deja vu, can exist like really easily right there. We just need $4,700 to do it, but it can exist right there, no problem. So let the money build up. We're at 1,600 guests, so we're doing our job. Like we're doing all the things we're supposed to do here. We just need to get more people in the park. $44,000, $45,000, $46,000, $44,000, $41,000, $42,000, $43,000, $44,000, $45,000, $46,000, $47,000. Boom. There we go. Okay. So I'll test that out. Actually, no. Let me slow this down. Is there a straight section in here? There is. That straight section is going to allow us to put an on-ride photo section. Oh, we got an inverted coaster next? Heck yes. All right, so I should warn all of you if you've never watched my videos before. Essentially, I love throwing on an on-ride photo section wherever and whenever I possibly can. It is the easiest way to make extra money in this game without having to really spend much, if like there's no comparison. It's so easy. You put it in, it costs a little bit more than the regular track, but you get a extra part out of it. So do that, boop. They even put in a little extra spot without any track or chain lift in there. Alright, so we have that. Now what we can do is we just need a little more cash. We can advertise for that ride, which is Deja Vu, which again should probably be in the French section because that's a French word, I believe. I'm not good at all that stuff, but we got that. We got 1,600 guests in the park, almost 1,700. And what I'm incredibly tempted to do is wipe out this ride and put an inverted coaster in there, because our inverted coaster should hopefully, yeah. Let me just put one in there and just make sure it has the fork. Yeah. I think that's going to be our next move here. So we're going to advertise for the park. We have 30. I'll advertise for 8 weeks, and I bet that will probably win it for us, or come close to it at a minimum. But look at all these abandoned lands. I kind of dig it. I love that there's just stuff, like, I could build a killer inverted coaster there if I wanted to. What did we just get? Funnel cake shop, heck yeah. So that means we're out of coasters and we're out of that, so we can go into minimal funding and just fund that stuff out. And just let it kind of exist. I'm still really bummed there's no water rides. Like, that sucks. All right, let's take a look. Do we have a burger bar? I don't think we have a burger bar yet. Nope, definitely didn't have that. So we'll charge our $5 for that. What drinks do we have? Coffee shop, sure. Anybody buy anything yet? Oh yeah, people bought stuff. Fantastic. Look at this thing. It's just printing money. How about this one? Heck yeah. This thing's just printing money for us. I love to see it. We're paying back our loan. We're up to roughly 1,800 guests. Our loan is almost non-existent at this point. We're down to $5,000 loan. You can take a look back at our history. It's just been, we've been printing money between $2,000 and $4,000 a month. That one's a little down a month, but it's okay. We spent some money for making things. 1,800 guests. We got 4 weeks remaining. I don't think, again, I said early on, I don't think we're gonna have to spend any more money on advertising and we'll win. We'll see if that plays out or not. Probably not. We're at 3 weeks. We'll probably do one more advertising blitz, but that's fine. We're using all this time to pay back all of our loans and get all of that stuff back in place. So I'm hoping we can just zero out our loans. And what I want to do is build a compact inverted coaster or an inverted coaster in this area here. It's kind of what I want to do right now. Because I can raise it up to, put the lift hill in, turn it, have it go into a loop, followed by inline twist, in, come out, loop around, do some fun stuff here, and then come back into the station. Maybe. We'll see how that all transpires. But that's my current plan for what I want to do. And if it works, Dangle Feet's also a really good ride, by the way. If you're not really good at building coasters or you don't like to do it, one, what are you doing playing this game? But there's some other options for you. And Dangle Feet is a really good option. That's another ride that you can easily add on, whatchamacallit, on-ride photos. All right, so we'll do our blocks. So only 4 gets 7. We can get 9 with that one. Fantastic. I'm not looking for the big invert stuff right now. So maybe in a more perfect world, I'd add on the giant loop, all the things, but I don't want to do that right now. I could drop this and have it go into a loop and then a boomerang and then have it come back, which is what I might actually wind up doing here. I want to go up to that $10,000 loan that we started with. Because we did our job. We paid it all back. So I'm not feeling too bad about using up some of that stuff. I just need to see real fast how fast it goes through that loop because I don't actually know. Not thrilled with it being at 40 there. Yeah, see, that's too fast. Alright, the loops there. Right. We'll do our photo section. And then I'll have to bring it out there. That's maybe the dumbest coaster I've ever built as far as something I wanted to make bigger but is not. But it should work. All right, that should all work. 2 trains will increase lift hill speed. We'll test that. I call it hang free. I don't know why. I'm just trying to get this done at this point. Loop, no problem. Do that, do that. That's ugly. Goes to that 30 something. Cool. Goes to that and should come into the station without any problems. Ooh, it has 3 trains? Interesting. I kind of dig that it has 3 trains. The ride time is 48 seconds. So 48 divided by 2 would be 24. 48 divided by 3 is not a number I know, but I think it's going to be close to like 15. That should all work. All right, and then we just gotta do the upper part of this. All right, and then we'll open that up. And finance-wise, I should be able to advertise for that, what do we call it, hang free? Sure. $2,400, fantastic. We need less than 100 people, so I'm not super worried about the money part of this, but it'd be nice to just be able to get that in there. Come on, give me some monies. The line's already filled up. I love it. And there we go. We didn't have to take out any loan for that. We still are $5,000 sub our original loan. And the ride has 100 something people on it. It's fantastic. I love it so much. We're down to roughly 50 people. We're in October year 3, which is fine. But I think we're going to be in really good shape here. And you can see, like, our rides are doing all right. Even Sputnik thing. What is this thing called? Sputnik. Yeah, that's dumb ride. Dumb ride name. How about you? How much money have you made us? $750 something dollars. How about you? How much have you made us? $3,000 something dollars. How about you? Even though you're brand new. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Super valuable. I love it. All right, we're down to our last 20 people or so, 25 people. Let's see if we can clear our debt. Oh, we cleared the debt, and we are going to win here in less than 20 people. So we're not far off having a W. Let's go in and take a look here. We'll slow the game down a bit. And we'll get the last bits of all this put into place here. All right, and that's a really easy way to boost your stats is once you build a coaster, try to pop in a bunch of little flat rides right afterwards, and you can get people rolling through the door. We already got that one somewhere, right? Yeah, it's over here. Do we have all of the thrill rides? We don't have this regular scrambler yet, so we can put that in because why not? Bam, bam, bam. There we go. And we're under. We got 15, 16, 20. Oh God, we're losing people. Come to our park. All right, that should do it. We need less than 15 people, less than 10. And there's over 2. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right. My goodness, that was more work than it should have been. But what an enjoyable little park. You know, it's dumb. Like, this thing here is dumb, but it did its job. It works. I dig it and love it. And we did all the things we're supposed to do. Folks, thank you as always for joining me. I deeply appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.